Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecast doing a reading on the Divine Masculine. So what is on your Divine Masculine's mind right now at the time that you are tuned in and listening to this reading? I'm still going to distinguish it as a timeless reading because it's whenever you run across it. Okay, so your Divine Masculine's thoughts, what's on their mind? Let's take a look at that. I do tend to focus more so on the energy of those of you who are in separation, going through some challenges, or maybe dealing with some obstacles in your connection, okay? So I'll be starting off with this deck by Sister Moon Tarot. It's the Love Games deck. So let's see, what's the current energy for you and your masculine when it comes to their thoughts about you, the connection itself. General as always, guys, so please keep that in mind as always. And only take parts of this reading that make sense for you and let go of the rest. All right. Angels and spirit guides, please. For those who are tuned in, thinking of a Divine Masculine, what is on the masculine's mind right now? What are the current thoughts and energies? Needing guidance, okay? Interesting. Now, I don't know if your masculine watches readings such as this, or it could simply be that they're talking to their friends or maybe family about how they feel about the connection, about you. That's interesting. So it's almost like they need a roadmap to be able to figure out how to navigate the connection right now, especially if you guys are not together. We have give and take, which if that's lacking, that could certainly be a challenge, you know? So it kind of reminds me of the Six of Pentacles, where it is about equality, giving and receiving. You get from it as much as you take from it, you know, two people who are on the same page. Look at this, planning next move, needing guidance. Planning next move. I kind of feel these two messages go together when it comes to the Divine Masculine. So this could be an indication here, Divine Feminine, that there might be communication from your masculine when they're ready. You know, it's like planning a trip and then eventually going to get to a destination where they can do whatever it is that they have in mind. And then we have solo journey. So depending, of course, on why you're thinking about your masculine and why you're tuned into this reading, especially if you guys haven't talked in a while, you're not together, you know, maybe you guys had a painful breakup, whatever the case might be. This could be telling us for this reading that your masculine could be single at this point. If you guys broke up over somebody else, if there was infidelity or a third party, if they felt the grass was greener on the other side and decided to disconnect from the partnership with you, kind of going it alone, that's what's coming through here. So if let's just say they left you for somebody else, I'm kind of feeling, just based off of what we're seeing here, that might not have worked out and that they could be single at this point. And part of planning this next move might be to communicate with you. When there's a third party, equality, and that whole give and take energy, there's something amiss there. Because if they are spreading themselves too thin, rather than just choosing to invest in the partnership, one partnership instead of more than one person. So if this masculine is at the point where they're really ready to dedicate their time fully to the partnership with you, Divine Feminine, then that is a positive in my opinion. So let's go ahead and see what we can tap into. Okay, I'll be pulling from my TABBY Tarot Teacher deck here. Just a reminder, guys, I actually extended my deck sale. It was supposed to have ended yesterday, which was Father's Day. So that was, what day? The 16th, I think. So there were a lot of people that messaged me saying that they, you know, of course, were spending time with family, didn't have a chance to purchase or visit the website. So I've extended it for a few more days to give you guys the opportunity to take advantage of the sale that we have going on. All right, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that's followed by the Lovers. We've got the Four of Wands. We've got the World. I'm also feeling, maybe you know this about your masculine, if they enjoy traveling, or you guys might have even talked about going on a trip. That could, of course, be something that you guys actually enjoy doing together. They might have gone, you know, exploring for themselves what it was that they were looking for, what it is that they wanted, not just in their love life, but just life in general. So I feel that this was a journey that they needed to go on their own to really figure out what they wanted. So the separation, the challenges might actually be a blessing in disguise here. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so for those especially, and I'm just picking up for the majority of who's tuning in and watching this, you might not be with your masculine right now. And we are taking a look at the current energy for your masculine. So this could actually be something that comes back around for the two of you because they've decided that they want that. There's something about the connection with you that's unfinished. They need to almost like come back to where they've been, taking that planned trip, that planned next move towards you, Divine Feminine, if that makes sense. And we do have the Lovers here. So we've got some signs represented here. The Wheel of Fortune as well as the World card, they do focus on fixed signs especially. So there's something perhaps that could be significant there for those of you tuning in. So we've got Aquarius, we've got Scorpio, Leo, Taurus. We, of course, have Gemini with the Lovers card. So some of those signs might be significant for you and your masculine here. So what I love about the placement of these cards is the Lovers card can certainly represent their love for you. This isn't just a regular kind of love. This is now coming through perhaps as, through their own realizations, as that once in a lifetime type of love. So this is romance at its highest level. Their attraction towards you, that's something that they cannot deny. And, you know, again, if they might have detached because of somebody else, maybe they felt like they needed to explore other options, they certainly could have done that. But I have a feeling that the energy that I'm picking up currently for your masculine is there's something that they have to circle back around. Because there's something about you, there's something about the relationship that's drawing them back. And I'm just getting that they miss you. They've been thinking a lot about you. You could have been picking up off of that vibe from your masculine as well. So it comes back to this, their choice to return. And then we've got the Four of Wands. So it could be that you have a reunion, or at least that is what they are focused on. Making this a reality rather than just a far-off fantasy for the masculine. I have a feeling they've been thinking a lot about how to bring the two of you back together. Part of the attraction and that magnetic pull might also have something to do with the Four of Wands possibly picking up off of twin flame energies for those of you who feel that you are in separation from your twin flame. So it could be that they're returning. They had to find out on their own, perhaps, that you are the one. So cycle completion here. That's perhaps that journey that they needed to go through in order to have that epiphany. And maybe it's finally approaching its destination, which is you. You are their destination, Divine Feminine. Wow. Three of Cups, a celebration, a reunion. I mean, we've got cards here that are bringing forward the idea of coming back together. You know, and it's not to give you a false sense of hope, but it is literally just coming through here in the readings. In this reading, something is coming back around with that Wheel of Fortune. It's a part of your destiny, perhaps, to reunite with your masculine. This can represent a new beginning here. Now, for some of you, part of starting over might be that you decide, you know what, I just want to tread lightly. I want to take things slow. Let's start off as friends again, if that's possible. Let's see where this goes. And in time, if you guys can develop the relationship once again and start over and have a new beginning as lovers, as romantic partners. 4 of Wands represents our 11-11 representation in tarot. So if you are seeing that number, there's a sign there for you. And as I'm looking at my clock here, it says 11. Okay, so there's something tied into that number for some of you guys. It's a wish number. It is a very positive energy, letting you know that, certainly letting this masculine know that they're on the right track back to you. That's what I'm getting there. So that's a beautiful energy and message that's starting off this reading. So let's take a look at the Divine Masculine's biggest regret, okay? I'll be pulling from Fire Witch Tarot's deck, What's Brewing? Spilling the Beans. All right, Divine Masculine, what is your biggest regret when it comes to your connection or the separation from the Divine Feminine? What's the masculine's biggest regret? Falling apart, falling into pieces, all torn up. They regret the fact that they're not with you right now, Divine Feminine. And for some, you know, this could be a masculine who just wants to appear put together in public, in front of people, friends, family. You know, maybe on their social media, it looks like they're just living the life. But behind closed doors or when they're on their own, they're just falling apart. So if you've ever wondered, Divine Feminine, what your masculine could possibly have been through while you guys are apart, that's it. This one says depression. So they could have been very depressed. Again, possibly hiding the fact that they're depressed, putting out more positive energies out there for their social media, perhaps. Again, letting the world know they're okay. You know, everything's good. But clearly it's not. I don't know if this is a reality, but it is presenting itself here. They could have done drugs or, you know, just getting into things that were toxic for them. Taking things to numb their pain, their emotions, their feelings. So I feel, since we're focusing on their biggest regret, it still keeps coming back to the fact that they might have done you wrong, or they did something to create the breakup. They might have said some hurtful things to you, Divine Feminine. They regret hurting you. They regret the breakup, the separation, some things that they might have said to you. And we have putting them in their place. This could have been karma right here. You know, karma has been served to this Divine Masculine. They learned particular lessons as a result of their actions and how things might have played out for the two of you. So, let's grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Modern Day SEER'S Tarot and Oracle. This is tarot with a twist. The twist is that it includes oracle messages as well as additional court cards. So it's just like a regular tarot deck, but it's got extra cards. All right, we do see that the masculine has some pretty intense regrets here when it comes to you. This is quite fitting, the way the Ace of Swords is coming through there, because the Ace of Swords is clarity. You know, it's like that aha moment, that epiphany. They get it now. It's almost like it could have been unexpected. It could have just hit them like a Mack truck. Like all of a sudden they just get it. They understand what they put you through. The words that they said to you could have been very cutting. And as a result of how they treated you, Divine Feminine, you might have decided to sever ties. You might have decided to, you know, cut your masculine out of your life. Maybe they weren't expecting you to do that. If there were other people in the picture, this is letting us know that they probably ended that, or it ended itself. Something didn't work out. So we've got a couple of court cards coming through here. The Duke of Water, as well as the Duke of Earth. Ooh, look. And we have the King of Swords, followed by the Two of Swords. Look at that. Look at how that presented itself. All three of these cards represent different divine masculine energies. So depending on who your masculine is, Divine Feminine, it could represent one of these cards. The Duke of Water represents divine masculine water signs, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. The Duke of Earth represents earth energy, so divine masculine, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. The King of Swords represents Aquarius specifically. So, depending on which one you are guided more towards, Divine Feminine, whether your person is a water sign, earth sign, or even an Aquarian here, it's coming through. But we clearly see we have a stalemate. And we are focusing on the divine masculine's biggest regret. The King of Swords especially is jumping out at me because they tend to think more rationally. You know, mental clarity, that's what they're about. But if they're not ready to commit, they won't, you know, so that could have been an issue as well. The Duke of Water can represent a very calm demeanor. They get along with everyone, but part of the problem there could have also been that they could have done certain things to ruin the partnership, because they could have been unreliable in a partnership. The Duke of Earth is more sociable. You know, they have a very busy social life, perhaps. They're attractive. They have a great sense of humor. So part of the issue here could have been that they were just talking to too many people, or felt like again, the grass was greener on the other side. So that's part of the reason why we have a situation here that's just not moving. The Two of Swords can also represent indecision. Having, you know, too many choices. Can't decide. So Divine Feminine, your masculine could have been torn between you and somebody else. That's another regret that they have, that they might have chosen wrong. They chose poorly. We've got the Star here, so Aquarius again coming through. I feel this masculine is still hoping to reunite with you, Divine Feminine. That's their biggest wish, which is interesting because that's the next thing we're going to take a look at. Their biggest desire, their biggest wish to fix things between the two of you. That's what they're really wanting. Can they get it? It depends. I feel it's going to take some time. Look at this. And now we've got the Duke of Air coming through. So divine masculine, Aquarius again, Gemini, or Libra is included in that, of course. So there's a lot of masculine energy that's coming through here. Wow, there's a lot of court cards coming through, guys. We've got the Baroness of Earth. So the Duke of Earth and the Baroness of Earth could be counterparts here. They're both representing Earth energy. And now we've got the Queen of Wands. So divine feminine, you could be Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You know, we've got the Queen of Wands representing fire. Wow. So I really feel a more empowered energy from my feminines here. And we have masculines coming through in this reading as well, because we are focused on their regrets. And so they're just really wanting to bring this back together. But it's been a tough journey for them. Okay. We also have the Fool, perhaps recognizing that they did very foolish things, and it's now ruined the partnership, and ultimately wanting or wondering, can we try again? Can we start again? And of course, two people have to be in agreement, be on the same page for that to happen. So for now, it might just be a masculine's fantasy to bring this back together. And of course, divine feminine, it perhaps is your call whether or not that can happen, if this makes sense for you. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at their biggest desire now. How do they intend to fix this situation? Let's see. I'll be pulling from my mystical Fairies Romance Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective, for those who resonate with this reading, hopefully. Focusing on the divine masculine. The masculine's biggest desires or wishes on how to fix the situation, the distance, the separation, whatever challenges you guys might be going through. I really love this, that we have the awakening coming through. Awareness, clarity, consciousness. So in a way, it's kind of picking up off of the Ace of Swords that we saw already, because that is really the clarity and that breakthrough moment for the masculine. So that needed to happen first in order for them to really manifest something in the 3D between the two of you. Look at this next card. We've got Wedding Day. I don't know if some of you were or are married, but this could also be their ultimate desire and wish is to marry you someday, or for you guys to spend the rest of your lives together. We have distance. That is followed by second chances. So their biggest desire and wish is to not have this distance between the two of you. You know, far away, missing you, space and time. They don't want to be in separation from you. And we clearly see they want a second chance, reconciliation, rekindled love, a happy reunion. That's what they're wanting. Look at this. Foundation, trust, mutual love, fidelity, compatible. If the reason why you guys are in separation is due to infidelity and trust issues, this is what they desire. This is what they're hoping for and wishing for, to be able to create a much stronger foundation for you guys to try again. So let's clarify with tarot. Let's see. I'll be pulling from my TANIELU tarot deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective, focusing on the divine masculine. What do we need to know? Look at that. We've got the star coming through a second time. Okay. And how fitting is it? Because that's what we're focusing on. What are they wishing for? What is their biggest desire when it comes to you, divine feminine? You are their wish. They want to be able to bridge the gap between the two of you. Look at that. The Empress, divine feminine. There you are. So if we read this for what it is, they are perhaps wanting marriage and to start a family with you. Some of you might have already done that and had gone into separation, possibly due to infidelity in the relationship. But we have a masculine here who's wanting to manifest all of these things, wanting to create it or bring it back together. The Judgment, look at this, guys. The Awakening, and then we have Awakening representing the Judgment. They don't like being far apart, the fact that you guys are not together, but they also know that there's something here that they need to take responsibility for, and they want to fix this. They really do. So the way I see it, divine feminine, your divine masculine will show up again in your life. It, of course, is your call. It's totally up to you how you welcome in that opportunity to reconnect or to get the conversation started with your masculine. But they certainly want to fix this. They really do. We've got the Chariot. I love how it says triumphant outcome when it comes to the second chance. So it seems like it will move in that direction for the two of you. And look at the next card, guys. We've got the Four of Wands. So not only is it coming through as a very special reunion for twin flames, but for those of you who don't, associate with a twin flame connection, maybe you feel like your person is a soulmate, that's fine as well. There's a reason why we're seeing that twice. They want that reunion. They feel drawn to you. And this could be a celebration. It could be a wedding. It could be a reunion. It could be families, coming back together and reuniting because the two of you get back together. Wow, guys, look at this. The Hierophant, commitment. I don't know. For some of you guys, it could lead towards marriage. They're fully committed. That's what they're wanting. We're focusing on what they want. Their biggest desire, their biggest wish to fix the separation or challenge. So it could be recommitment from your masculine, or it could be 100% finally they're committed. If that was an issue before, they want to be able to build a much stronger foundation. And the Four of Wands represents that strong foundation. They want to romance you once again, divine feminine. Knight of Cups. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. So abundance, it looks fantastic. It's prosperity. And that can come in the form of love as well. It's a solid offer of commitment, of stability, of marriage, perhaps. And we come full circle. Look at that. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to come back around, guys. It's something that you can depend on this time. I really see that here. It's a beautiful reading. Lots of very positive energies coming forward from the divine masculine. This is a part of their thoughts. We've seen their regrets. They want a second chance. You are their biggest desire, their biggest wish, divine feminine. So I will leave this reading right here, guys. I do hope that there's something here that resonates with you when it comes to your divine masculine that you're thinking about for this reading. If you'd like your own personal reading on your divine masculine, I'd love to be able to do that for you. The link is down below in the description box. And of course, I will link every deck that you see here down below as well. Thank you guys so very much, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care.